Today I have great news regarding the GR Corolla. We got an update on the revival of the Lexus CT hatchback, and Honda's latest CR-V has 800 horsepower. Alright, so getting into the great news here. The Circuit Edition continues in 2024. This is the top one. It's not the Morizo. The Morizo is something different. That's more because they take out the back seat. It's more track focused. But the Circuit Edition is like the ultimate edition for the streets. Toyota is announcing that the GR Corolla Circuit Edition is continuing for the model year 2024. Toyota's Mike Tripp said, "We are seeing a ton of enthusiasm and excitement for the GR Corolla, especially the Circuit Edition. When Toyota GR fans speak, we listen, and our plans are to increase GR Corolla volume and continue offering the Circuit Edition as part of the GR Corolla lineup." So there you have it. Not only GR Corolla Circuit Edition, but the general volume is increasing for the United States here in 2023 as a 2024 model year. They will be available this coming spring. The Circuit Edition continues on having the standard vented hood bulge, forged carbon fiber roof, glossy black sporty rear spoiler, front and rear Torsen limited slip differentials, and red painted GR logoed calipers. There will be around 1,500 Circuit Editions produced for the continental United States. So I don't know what that means for Alaska and Hawaii, but the Continental gets 1,500 of these. Now they say for the model, I think this might be a typo here because they said there will be around 1,500 Circuit Editions for 2023, but I think they mean 2024. But I think they mean calendar year 2023. I don't know. We just know that we're getting 1,500 this year. They also remind us that the Circuit Edition gets the Brin knob suede synthetic leather trimmed sport seats with round accents, heated front seats and steering wheel, leather wrapped Morizo signed shift knob, 8-speaker JBL audio with amplifier. The Circuit Edition also comes in ice cap, supersonic red, heavy metal, and let's go on over to the builder. So you can't, to my knowledge, actually build the Circuit Edition, but you can build the normal GR Corolla. But when we click on the builder, all it says is core. So really what's going to happen is that the Circuit Editions, there are no options on them. They're built a certain way. The only way they change is by paint color. And but we can customize a core. Obviously it comes with this 1.6 turbo. You can get the core and ice cap. You can get it in supersonic red and black, but you can't get that sweet heavy metal, which is an exclusive and also costs more for the Circuit Edition. So let's get it in supersonic red. We're going to get the performance package because the performance package gives us the front and rear Torsen limited slip diffs. That's the only way I would be getting this GR Corolla, but let's get all the features on it as well. Let's add performance package with options, and we're going to get all weather floor mats and cargo mats, and that gets us to about $40,000 here on the GR Corolla core, which is going to perform, I would assume, identically to the GR Corolla Circuit Edition. And if we look at the 2023 model year Circuit Edition, it came in at $42,900, $2,000 more over the similarly equipped core. But here's the thing, I would definitely spring for the extra $2,000. Get that hood bulge and vents, get that carbon fiber roof and rear wing, get the red painted calipers. This is the route I would be going, assuming I can get my hands on that Circuit Edition. And then you also have this Morizo Edition, which they haven't mentioned they're continuing for 2024. They could, but I would assume that they are not. Let me know which way you would be going. Would you be going for the base core model, maybe not even getting the performance package and saving some cash? Or would you be spending the extra dough for that Circuit Edition that has all the unique pieces that you can't even get on the fully kitted out core? But let's go over to Best Car Web, #1 source for Japanese upcoming cars. Revived Lexus CT new Prius base. SUV tailored in 2024. I don't think it's an SUV. I think it's more of a hatchback. I'm going to go ahead and put on the screen that hatchback that Toyota/Lexus teased at the end of 2021. So this vehicle is 100% coming. Will it be called a CT? I guess it's anyone's guess at this point, but we will be getting a new, smaller Lexus vehicle. Now, we don't know if it's coming to America, and I think it would be amazing for America. And the reason is, this is essentially a Lexified brand new Toyota Prius with the 2-liter setup. So you're going to have the plug-in hybrid system with 220 horsepower. And it would be amazing that if they gave it an additional electric motor here to give it like all-wheel drive for the plug-in hybrid, but I'm probably asking too much. And this is Toyota and Lexus we're talking about. Surprises are few and far between. So plug-in hybrid would be around 220 horse, maybe a little bit more because they could, rate it on premium fuel, but don't get your hopes up too much for more than 220 horse on the CT plug-in hybrid. And then the base hybrid, you could also get all-wheel drive. And in fact, it could be all-wheel drive standard, but looking at what happened to the Lexus UX for 2023, they finally gave you a front-wheel drive hybrid, which was previously only available as an all-wheel drive hybrid. So I won't be surprised if they give you front-wheel drive. All-wheel drive is an option, and then of course the plug-in hybrid. The base CT hybrid would be around 200 horse, like we see in the 196 horsepower all-wheel drive Prius. They're saying this is the new platform on a second generation ETNGA platform. Now the CT was canceled in the United States in 2017 and went on for a couple more years in Europe, and they just canceled it this past year over in Japan. Now they're also saying that there could be a fully battery electric variant of this, and if that's the case, think of it as the BZ4X's all-wheel drive powertrain. My guess would be a little over 200 horsepower and around 250 pound-feet of torque. But they could surprise us. They could do something like we see on the Lexus RZ. We could have like a CTF, first ever fully battery electric F vehicle, and that would have a little over, I think it's 313 horsepower, somewhere around there for the RZ. And it would scoot the smaller vehicle, I'm assuming with the smaller battery pack. 0 to 60 would be under 5 seconds at that point. But I wouldn't be surprised if we don't even see that for the North American market. And just like the UX 300E, I could see the EV version of this being in front wheel drive only for Europe as well as parts of Asia. Now, we don't have an announcement date, but they're expecting it to be out in 2024. So by the end of 2024, we could finally have this cute little CT Revival with way more horsepower. I think the original CT had like 120 horsepower because essentially the Prius drivetrain in a Lexus. It rode really, really rough. Beautiful design though. That was a great thing about the CT. That F Sport hatchback still looks good today. So I'm really jazzed and amped about essentially a Lexified Prius in 2024. I hope it has more interior space than the Prius. It doesn't need to be quite as efficient as the Prius, but it should be able to get about 50 miles per gallon in the hybrid. And of course, the plug-in hybrid would be another sort of efficiency and acceleration. Honda has a CR-V hybrid with 800 horsepower. They also have a little teaser video that I'll go ahead and play for you guys. Now, looking at the images, we can see it's mostly carbon fiber, and you can see they can just break down the vehicle in halves. It's definitely a shell in the form of a CR-V. And if we look at this, of course, we have what looks to be a racing variant of probably the 2-liter 4-cylinder engine that we see in the Type R. I guess it's possible we could see the twin-turbo V6 from the outgoing NSX in here, because that's a fairly small engine as well, and they could hybridize that to get even more horsepower. The NSX Type S topped out around 600 horsepower, so maybe they put in a bigger battery pack and get this thing to 800 horsepower. It's hard to say. And I just wanted to share this. Over in Japan, Toyota and Honda are offering workers their biggest pay hike in decades. It's about 2 decades for Toyota, the biggest pay hike, and it's about 3 decades for Honda. Wages are increasing across Japan right now because this is the highest inflation they've seen in 4 decades. The Bank of Japan has said there needs to be a 3% wage growth in order to stabilize the inflation of 2%. And Toyota said the bonuses this year is going to equal to 6.5 months' salary. Honda is now paying their employees an additional $141 per month, or 19,000 yen. And these companies are targeting younger employees with these salary hikes because they're more impacted by inflation. But I got to shut it down there. Thank you guys for watching. If you're getting the Core Edition or the Circuit Edition, I'll see you guys down below of the GR Corolla, or you getting a Type R. I guess that's its main rival, or the Elantra N, which is like a super bargain compared to those two. But I'll stop it there. Thank you guys for watching. I'll see you in the next one. If you enjoyed it, hit the like button, subscribe for more Japanese, Korean auto news updates along the way. Have a great day and peace.